everyone.
Hi there.
We thought we were leaving, but we've come back because we have a few things to say.
That's right. I mean, they won't know this will be a standalone thing. They're none the wiser.
None the wiser.
None the wiser.
So, we were talking about meaning. Making life have meaning and why people attract to a religion or something that can give them meaning. Like, okay, Jesus said I should do this or shouldn't do that.
Right.
Okay, now I know nobody has to tell me to think for myself.
Yeah. I mean, it's comforting, right? You know, like if there's some all-powerful God or something like that.
Somebody watching over you.
Something watching over you. Then like the universe has a certain order to it that's inherent. And you're like, okay, there's a meaning to everything. God works in his mysterious ways, or, you know, whatever religion you believe in has a certain order to it.
Yes.
But if you accept that that's not true, if you're like, well, no, there's no God, it's just physics and things are the way they are because of the way that certain natural laws work, then there's no meaning.
No meaning at all.
And so you could take that and then be a nihilist about everything and be like, okay, well, there's just no meaning.
Mm-hmm.
But the next step as people, I think, is to realize, well, you have to make your own meaning, which is scary. Like, that's a terrifying concept.
Yes. What do I do?
Who am I to pick my own? I'm not qualified to decide what the meaning of my life is. I need someone to tell me. You know, and that's scary. But that's how you live your best life, is you figure out what matters to you and what makes a meaningful life to you. And in my opinion, for most of us at least, it's having meaningful relationships, enjoying the little moments, and having important, enduring relationships with people, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's all there is, right? You know, life is short and solitary if we let it be.
Well, or want it to be.
Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. But, like, I mean, we're social creatures. That's in our nature. We want to have a community. We strive for that.
Yeah.
And we get to decide what that looks like for each of us.
Well, yeah. Where you move.
Where you move, who you associate with.
Yeah, who you associate with.
You know, even where you live, you know, let's say you live in a medium-sized city, 500,000 people, 250,000 people. You don't know all those people. You know the 20 people that you hang out with.
Yeah.
And you get to decide who those people are. There's a bunch of them in the 250,000 people that are in your city. You get to decide which of those people you hang out with.
That's true.
And you could pick a different group of people.
Well, people have to know what to look for.
Well, we all get to decide what we want to look for.
And a lot of our 20s is spent with
figure
relationships with the wrong people.
You have to date the wrong people to figure out who the right people are.
Yes, correct.
Usually. Some people kind of just know. Like, I knew a lot of things I liked in a significant other pretty early on. That doesn't mean I didn't date people who weren't perfect matches.
Well, I don't mean just dating. I mean everything.
Yeah,
work relationships and friend relationships.
Well, work relationships, you kind of don't get, it's just whoever's also working with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But friend relationships, sure, yeah. I mean, that too. When you're younger, you have less control over that because it's just, well, who goes to school with you or who smokes pot with you or who is in the band with you.
Is the definition of finding love versus sex.
Right. Say more about that. I know we've talked about this before, but it's an important topic.
Early adulthood is full of sex. It was for me. And
hopefully so.
It's part of the natural thing of, You
got to try out the equipment.
You have to try out the equipment, yes. But I think there's a nature's voice in our head that says mate.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how we've endured as a species.
And I think we've talked about this before because you have the mating mode and you have the nesting mode.
Yes.
And men will have a tendency to want to stay in the mating mode. I hate to sound misogynist, but I think there's some nature involved in that too.
Sure.
I'm not firm on that, but
I think you're right. I'm maybe a little bit firmer on that. I think that women just biologically are driven to reproduce, and men are too, but differently. And like men get into the nesting mode once they see their child, whereas women do it before they conceive their child.
And that makes it so much of a societal construct. Like
I think that might be biological.
Well, no doubt it is biological. I'm just saying that because we have brains, we then contain things And so we have societies where, the wives can be free to nest.
Sure.
And that became things that were recognized as misogynist later. That men have the ultimate control over women.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's changing.
Yeah, well, that's definitely changing. Societal, because there were matriarchal societies and patriarchal societies.
But it branches into the sex and who you're looking for and if they have the same values.
Values, yeah.
But that doesn't have to just be a Christian value.
No, obviously not.
Values that I don't know. I expect to trust you, you expect to trust me. And
you want somebody who shares views on what a relationship is, what parenting is, whatever it is. Someone who is a good match for you in the things where it matters.
The nesting mode, yes.
Yeah. You want to nest with somebody that you can co-nest with.
And you have to do that because humans are very fragile.
Right.
The law says up to 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, for some children, it's longer.
Right. And for some children, it's maybe slightly shorter.
And, you were adventurous and knew you could do it and laid out your plan. And so you left home.
I had to, and not to diss my parents. It's just that I needed to be my own person. I couldn't thrive under them. Yeah. I had to, I had to be me, and it was different
for a lot of people.
I think so, and not everyone realizes that.
Yeah.
And I realized it just because, it's not because I was particularly clever. Not that I wasn't, but that's not why I realized that. It just, for me, it was not literally survival, but in a way, it was survival. I had to do that.
Yeah.
I had to leave, and I just did what I needed to do to make that happen for myself, and it was good. It wasn't a rational decision. I didn't plan it out that way. It was the only thing I could do. It didn't even occur to me to do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I look back on that and I'm like, how great that was. But it was just what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different people arrive at different conclusions and take different paths. And that's kind of the beauty of it all, is that we all sort of have a whole world of experiences that make up a pastiche of a life.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes us who we become.
Yeah. Talk to people, talk to people from different backgrounds and see what the fuck made them who they became. It's going to be different than what made you who you are.
Well, as a parent, my thing is giving my child tools.
Right.
That's really all I have to offer.
Uh-huh.
Here's the tools, and she may use them, may not.
Right.
Or she may use something now and something else later.
Right. And ultimately, it's on her.
And ultimately, it's on her. Yeah. And I think I have a keen understanding about transitioning from child to teenager.
Well, it looks different for everybody.
That's my first understanding about it. And I really see it for what it is. This is supposed to happen. This is going to be okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about that. My mother dreaded it. Oh, he's going to be a teenager. Mm-hmm. Oh, and they talk with the other mothers. Oh, teenager. The tools that I give.
I think my mother did too. I don't think that she...
Yeah, she gave me enough to be on your own. Right?
No.
What?
No, she didn't.
Okay, but she gave you something.
Kinda. Yeah, she gave me something, sure. But I was saying that I think in her own way, she also dreaded me being a teenager. She took this very adversarial approach to, she was always like, you up to something? Yeah. And I wasn't up to a whole lot for most of my teenage years.
Yeah.
Not till towards the end there. And by then, fucking it didn't matter what the fuck she had to say.
That's right.
I was no longer subservient to whatever her vision of me was. I was already carving out who I thought I was. And I was largely correct about that. I had a pretty good sense of a lot of things about myself.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a very strong sense of self.
Yeah.
Actually, I think my dad did more for that. He was very, I think I've told you this before, he was very much figure out what you like. He told me when I graduated high school, he wrote on the back of an envelope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. in life there are many things that will catch your eye, but only a few things that will catch your heart. Pursue those.
Yep.
I hung that up for years.
Yep.
And he'd said other things like that. He was like, he was very in his way, and there were a lot of problems with my father as a father, but he was very good. He was very good about that. He was like, do the stuff that like makes you. Be that.
Yeah.
My mother was too scared for that sort of thing. She was always worried that things weren't going to turn out okay.
Well, it came true with your brother.
Well, yeah, my brother and I had a very different upbringing.
That's correct.
Despite growing up in the same house.
Right.
Yeah.
Years apart.
That was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Well. And we were very different. And so there were so many things that were different. Our childhoods were night and day, really. It's a wonder that we grew up in the same household because it was just so different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything was different.
So he could have never done what you had done, which was just to say, okay, this is me. I'm going to go live.
Well, actually, I think part of the, he did kind of try that. He did try to go to school far away or whatever. But my brother was much more, I was fiercely individual. And I had to be, it was a survival technique for me in a way. Maybe part of it was my personality. But part of it was that, I had to be self-reliant early on. Certainly emotionally and practically too. My brother, the exact opposite. He had a support network in my parents that I didn't have. He always had backup.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
we'll catch you if you fall.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't have that. I had to be like, well, better not fall.
Yeah. Or pick yourself up.
Pick yourself up. Yeah. By your bootstraps, right? Yeah. So he did try to stake out on his own, but he wasn't ready for that. And I don't think that's really what he wanted on some level. He just didn't really know. Whereas for me, I did everything in my power to make sure that not only did I stake it out on my own, but that was sustainable for me. And I never looked back.
Yeah.
Not that I fucking cut my parents out or anything like that. I mean, I don't talk to my dad now, but that was much later. But but I had to be my own person.
Right.
I couldn't live under the awning of my parents. I had to be me.
I think that's so true of so many people.
Yeah.
And I think that parents have aspirations for their children.
Yeah.
That grow and inside their head.
Yeah.
I know I get that.
Yeah. I knew friends of mine who had that worse than me, whose parents were very much wanted, had a mold of what they wanted their kids to be.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to be a parent.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
It's hard to know what to do. It's hard to know.
You can't know what to do. You got to just kind of figure it out. There's no guidebook to that, really.
I figured out that things in my personality were things that really would upset my sarcasm or,
Right.
So I can't be myself, being guarded. I have to be guarded,
I mean, part of that is reading the room, right? You can't just always be cynical and judgmental about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's something that theoretically, no offense, that's something that theoretically you could have learned before being a parent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of people, that's going to rub the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Wait, a lot of people are going to get rubbed the wrong way?
By the cynicism and the judgment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's something you could have learned without being a parent.
Things changed after Art Center.
Right.
And it's been a matter of okay, here's the next step.
Here's
the next step. Here's the next step.
That's a good point.
So I wasn't always all together all of the time.
Yeah.
Well,
nobody is.
Nobody, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not all together all the time. I'm barely all together some of the time, I would say.
Yeah. Well, a lot of that is who you are, and that works out fine.
Yeah. I mean, it does until it doesn't, right?
Right.
We all have to adapt to the situation at hand.
Well, the important part is that you broke free from your parental nest.
Yep.
And it's been a success.
Yeah, I mean, I guess how do we measure success? But it was important for me. I wouldn't,
I'd say success in your mental well-being.
Yes.
And not having to deal with your parents.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it improved my relationship with my mother monumentally.
Yeah. How can it not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she doesn't understand that, but you know what? She gets to benefit from it being better.
You broke free from home. The first thing you did when you got here was...
Oh, when I got here? I mean, by the time I got here, I'd already been broken free from home for a long time.
Yes. You were in Pennsylvania.
I was in Pennsylvania. I lived in Georgia for a little while. Not really by choice, but just sort of, it just shook out that way. I never thought I was going to ever live back in the South. I just was there for school for a couple of years. And then I moved out here. But I also didn't, I moved out here because I kind of had to for what I wanted to do. I didn't want to live in Los Angeles. And I was right.
It's a goofy place.
That's one way of putting it. It's not my kind of place.
Well, I grew up here, and it's not mine either.
Yeah. I mean, there are good things about it, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, there's things that I like about LA, but
you can get anything you want in LA.
You can get anything you want in LA.
Yeah.
If you're willing to drive to it.
Mm-hmm. That's the caveat. Yeah.
Yeah.
All those outlying areas.
Yeah.
Downey. Whittier.
West Covina.
Oh, yes. West Covina.
Ontario.
Azusa.
Is that one too?
Yeah, Azusa, and next to it is San Dimas.
Oh, I know where San Dimas is, okay. Yeah, I'm really bad with SoCal places because there's so fucking many.
Those are San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah.
We were naming San Gabriel Valley, so then there's the San Gabriel Valley, and then there is the San Fernando Valley, which is the bigger valley that I grew up.
Yep.
Right at the border.
And it sucks too.
Well, the time I grew up, and everyone I knew, and the middle class, everything was very rosy.
Yeah, it was...
They had commercials about women who didn't make coffee right for the boss who came over for dinner.
Yeah.
Women kept in their places.
Yeah, how great that was.
Yes. But we saw the world differently than how it actually was outside of our little cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
You find out there's a bigger world out there. And they don't care about your friends back home.
Correct.
I had a friend. Oh, yeah, I had a friend too.
We all had a friend.
But a lot of the attitudes, helped form the Reagan years and the years when things started to change in this country.
Yeah. For the worse.
For the worse, yeah. Yeah, it was a slow process with Reagan and even slower with Bush.
Yeah.
But then it accelerated after Clinton.
Yep. Well, and even during Clinton, Clinton continued the sellout of the middle class.
That's correct.
Again, this goes back to what I was saying on a different podcast about Mario Cuomo. Things could have been a little bit different.
Yeah. If only.
If only. Well, things are complicated, right? It's never as easy as all that. It's easy for me to say 30 years later, if we'd only elected Cuomo, it would have been good.
Yeah. Back in my day,
we voted for Cuomo, and that made us the good guys. And it was going on pre-Reagan, too. There was undercurrents of that. It had been going on for some time.
Of course.
We saw that in Barry Goldwater.
Correct.
Scary.
Sowing the seeds of what will become fascism.
That's right.
It was just ripe for a guy like Donald Trump to come in with snake oil.
Oh, yeah. It was perfect. Well,
lots of suckers ready to go.
But a big part of that was the disestablishment of the New Deal coalition and the end of the American dream as we understood it.
That's correct.
And so then you have all these disaffected factory workers who are like, yeah, well, the Democratic Party doesn't seem to care about me anymore. And then Donald Trump says, they're taking your jobs away. And they're like, well, they are taking our jobs away. And Hillary Clinton's over there being like, oh, yeah, vote for me because I'm the one. And they're like, well, probably not her. And then Trump says something like, you and I know he was lying. But if they're like, well, there's one person who says, same old, vote for me. And someone else who's like, they're trying to rig it against you. They're like, well, they are trying to rig it against me. I get that. They're wrong, but I get that. And I didn't like her either. I wasn't going to vote for Donald Trump because I'm not a ninny, but if you are a ninny, it kind of makes sense.
No one likes her.
No. I mean, we should have had Bernie Sanders.
She's a narcissist.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier about when she and Donald Trump debated.
Remember that, folks?
Donald Trump walked all around her, trying to intimidate her.
Yeah.
And of course...
And she wagged her finger at him.
She's just as much of a narcissist as he is. So It was Clash of the Titans.
It was a thing to watch.
Clash of the Narcissists.
Yeah. That was crazy, man.
Now we can't get rid of either of them.
I know.
Because I think now Clinton is making the rounds again.
Oh, is she?
Remember me? No, I think Bill. And she's coming along as the Robin to his Batman.
There you go. Remember those guys? They're trotting him out. Remember when he played the saxophone?
He did, and he went to McDonald's before he slimmed down.
Yeah, and remember when he said that he smoked marijuana and he didn't inhale and he didn't like it and he didn't try it again? We all knew that was a lie.
How dopey. Ah, dopey, I get it.
And remember when he fucked Monica Lewinsky and he told us all that he just fingered her with a cigar tube?
She had on her beret at the time.
Yeah, she did.
And then she got a stain on her dress.
He jizzed all over her blue dress.
And then that woman with the big face was talking on her behalf.
That's right.
She's a big face, big mouth. I forget her name. I think she died.
Yes, and she told her not to launder the dress. She said, no, just keep this shit. We're going to want it later.
You're going to want that cum on there.
Yeah, you're gonna want to point to that cum and be like, that's cum, all right? That's president cum.
I don't think they had DNA as accurate then. So I don't think they can run a DNA test that would have been conclusive.
Yeah, I don't know, but we all knew.
That's right. And we go on as a country.
We do.
Now, the lying is blatant. They don't even cover it up.
No, they don't even have to. Why would you cover it up if you didn't need to? If people be like, yeah, no, that seems all right, you just be like, yeah.
That kind of thing would have never happened, I don't know, 10,
20 years
15,
ago?
20 years ago?
Yeah, no.
There'd be a scandal. That alone would be a scandal.
Wait, what would be a scandal?
Well, you could pick anything.
Anything.
You can even pick the pussy grabbing that Trump did with it. Let you do anything you want when you're famous.
Well, the crazy thing about that is that ended Billy Bush's career, but then it didn't end Donald Trump's career.
It only accelerated Donald Trump because,
you grab him by the pussy.
We like his style.
You grab him by the pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far cry from Monica Lewinsky and the cigar.
Yeah. Well, again, we know that he was fucking Monica Lewinsky. Bill Clinton didn't just sit there and just finger a girl with a cigar.
No.
No, he was going whole hog, jizzing all up in that.
There you go. And she did a stage show when she was in high school where she sang Shaboopy.
She did. Shapoopy from Music Man.
And it's just so funny because the outfit she's got on.
And Monica Lewinsky.
She's on my Facebook.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you gotta have a Monica Lewinsky.
I gotta get her on my Facebook.
I need to ask her if she still has the beret.
You should ask her to listen to the podcast. She'll love it.
Monica, if you're listening, Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
Do you still have that tam? No, it's not a tam, it's a beret.
It's a beret.
I think it was a black one, but I think you had a purple one too. I could be wrong.
I always liked the way she looked. I thought she looked really good when she was a White House intern.
She was a White House intern with an agenda.
What was her agenda?
Bill Clinton.
I think his agenda was fucking interns. I don't know that she had an agenda for that. I think she was just like, oh, the president wants to fuck. That's probably pretty good.
Well, Hillary was used to it because her statement after
he was doing it when he was governor.
She said, why did you get caught or something like that? Why?
Well, he already had scandals when he was governor of Arkansas. He was fucking basically anything that breathed.
Well, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man.
That's right. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
See, my version was 4 and 20 sixpence baked in a pie.
Why would you bake the sixpence in a pie?
And I would deliberately get it wrong and then wanted to always see it. So when I hear that, I want to sing my version in my head.
Well, there you go.
Baked in a pie.
Yeah, 420 blackbirds baked in a pie.
Blackbirds baked in a pie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the rest would go to try and rhyme it.
Well, it's still baked in a pie, so that part, yeah,
it's done for you. So the next one has to be an I sound, which could be the I like in your socket.
Yeah. No, the pie already rhymes with rye. Sing a song of sixpence,
yes,
full of rye.
Still do the rye.
420 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Isn't this a dainty dish to be set before the king?
Isn't that wonderful?
That's right. That means something, I'm sure.
Well, it did. It was a secret message.
That's right.
Deliver messages through nursery rhymes.
Yes. Through birds in a pie.
They meaning,
Yeah, you know.
They.
They
all wear bunny suits.
They do.
As if they're Easter bunnies themselves.
As if they're Marina Sirtis on Next Generation.
That's correct.
Yeah, what if your therapist was dressed like that? You'd be like, wait a minute, this seems a little bit inappropriate. But if it's the distant future of 2200 or whatever the fuck...
That's right.
Then it's okay.
So what's the excuse of the pickup artist arriving in a bar with his outfit on like that? People would look at him, but not necessarily in admiration.
No. And they certainly wouldn't give him their number. They'd be like, this guy is going to do some weird shit.
And then the bouncers say, okay, buddy, you've had enough, and start escorting him out.
They'd be like, this man's on drugs. Look at what he's wearing.
But they install cameras around the bar, so that's, I'm sure, not a secret. At least among the staff.
Wait, what isn't a secret?
Cameras in the bar.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course.
They were here all day installing the cameras.
I mean, I think the people who work for the bar want there to be cameras so that if someone gets a little too fresh, they can be like, hey, look, this guy.
Well, this is TV show fresh, and I'm sure that the patrons are trying to guess who this guy is, and somebody says, oh, they're filming a show. So everybody finds out they're filming a show, act accordingly.
That's right. So everyone's in on it.
Even the ones they're trying to pick up.
Yeah, especially. Well, that makes for a better show. Maybe they tell them ahead of time, listen.
He gives them lines like, did you hear that? You must have fallen from heaven, or whatever the line is.
Right.
It's not, did you hear? That could be a thump, a big thump on the floor. Hey, did you hear that? That's the sound of an angel falling from heaven.
Yeah.
The pickup artist, ladies and gentlemen.
Pickup artist.
A VH1 show.
That's right. It was VH1.
Now, where is that guy today? We don't know what his name is.
I don't know what his name is.
It's not Henry.
No.
It's not Bertram.
It's definitely not Bertram.
Okay. Who was the host of the show The Pickup Artist?
Here's what I found.
Pickup Artist 2007.
Oh, yeah.
Éric von Markovic.
Yep, that's...
Hosted by pickup artist Mystery. He called himself Mystery.
Oh, yes. Éric von Markovic. There he is. Oh, what a weirdo.
Oh, you see a picture? Let me see. What does he look like? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He has the earring and he has all the stuff. All the bling.
Well, but see, that was somebody... Yeah, okay, so he... Like I was saying, the game... and the stuff before that apparently he was Canadian, or is Canadian.
He better be.
But that's what allowed this sort of, for the kind of money we're paying, but that's what allowed this kind of nonsense to go on.
Because it was Canada?
No. The book, The Game, and like all that sort of, we were just talking about
earlier.
Yeah, I hope they serve beer in hell, and all that pickup artist sort of nonsense.
Somebody said that's a show.
Yeah, that's right. And so then this guy was like, I'll pick up girls. My name's Mystery. I'll show you.
Where is Mystery today?
He's a loser.
It was 17 years ago.
That's right.
Which means he's got to be 40?
He's 52.
He's 52. Oh, it says right there. He's 52. And is he finally married, or he just continues on the pickup route?
No, he's using the method.
He still is, or is he married?
No, he's using the method.
Oh, hell.
He wrote a book.
Well, of course. He's got to make the moolah.
Yeah, it was called Revelation. He also wrote a book called The Venusian Arts Handbook.
Meaning Venus.
Yes.
Venusian Arts Handbook. Ooh, boy, that sounds titillating.
It was published by the Mystery Method Corporation.
Oh, hell.
As an ebook.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, I'm never going to be able to pick up girls.
There's a bunch of losers like that. We should watch some of those guys chat about shit. They're all the most...
You talking about on YouTube?
Well, some of them are on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to see those.
Oh, yeah. They're the worst. And then, of course, Andrew Tate is now doing that same shit.
Who's Andrew Tate?
Oh, Andrew Tate was the one who was trying to get into beef with Greta...
Gerwig.
No. You know, the child environmental activist, although she's an adult now.
Thunberg.
Yeah, Thunberg, yeah. Anyway, Andrew Tate was trying to... And then he got arrested, and he was... Oh, he's a crazy man.
Wow.
He sounds like a weirdo. He's got a mouthful of marbles, and he was running some sort of prostitution ring out of his basement or something.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy, that guy.
Oh, okay. He looks like the guy.
Yeah, he looks like the guy. Yeah, no, he was... He was a kickboxer, and then he started some sort of, I don't know, pickup artists university or something. And then he was living in Romania, and he was being a racist, and then he was hating the gays, and then he was hating on the environment, and then he was doing some other shit. And then he got arrested for trafficking women or something. I don't know. And then he said that pimping was a hose game.
Wow. Sounds like a dreamboat.
Yeah, he's a real dreamboat. Here he is thinking he's doing something. And he and his brother, here he is thinking he's doing something. Oh. That's all Andrew Tate.
He has his Vin Diesel outfit on.
He does. He and his brother both got arrested.
For prostitution?
Yeah, well...
Or running a ring?
Yeah, running a ring or something. I don't know. And he hates everybody.
Well, if you're going to hate, you might as well do it overall. Then that prompts the question, then why aren't you living in solitude?
Yeah, Greta Thunberg said to him, "Please enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com." And he said, "I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a blah, 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 8-liter quad turbo. Yeah. My 2 Ferrari have blah, 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 blah. This is just the start. Please provide your email." And then she was like, "Yes, please email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com." Anyway, he's just a loser.
Wow. And his name's
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah, and his brother's name is Tristan Tate.
Of course, it's Tristan.
Yeah, of course it is.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
And he has a weird accent. He sounds like a mixture of an American and a British man. But in the weirdest possible way. Not in some posh way, in some strange way. He sounds like he's got a mouthful of marbles. And he tries to get sad sack loser people to pay for his fucking university classes or whatever, which is just him being like, yeah, you gotta get women, you gotta disrespect women, and then you get women, and then you fuck them, and listen to me because I've got money and I fuck women. There you go. That was for free. That was
his whole lesson itinerary.
That's right. Listen, Éric Fontenot gets women and fucks women, and you gotta respect women, and then there you go. That's the opposite of Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate says women are terrible and fuck them.
Turn him upside down, they all look the same.
Turn him upside down and all the quarters fall out of his pockets.
Oh, yeah, that would be him turned upside down. We should get him in a hogtie situation.
We should.
Hang him upside down and then see how he likes it.
Yeah, if you hang Andrew Tate upside down, send us a picture. It'll be funny.
No, we don't encourage anybody to do anything to anybody.
I encourage people to hang Andrew Tate upside down and shake out the quarters of his pockets. I think that's okay. I don't encourage anyone to beat anybody up or anything, but if you wanna
No, you don't want to hurt him.
I don't think you're hurting him if you're taking the quarters out of his pockets by shaking him upside down.
Right. We needed to do that. We had to do it.
We had to.
There was nothing else they could do. I am Garr Montalbano.
Yeah. Hey, Garr, where can they find you?
GarrStudios.com. You can find my YouTube channel.
Yeah, just type in Garr, that's Garr, Montalbano, Montalbano.
Yes. There you are. Thank you very much.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, and I'm Éric, and you can go fuck yourselves. All right, good night, everybody.
I dig it, I do. take you right to. I really take you right to. I really take you right to.